Welcome! In this explainer, we're going to dive into a really common programming task, exactly how to swap the values of two variables in Python.
Okay, so let's get right into it. What do we even mean by swapping? Well, it's pretty simple. It's just the process of making two variables trade their values with each other.
So, to put that into perspective, let's imagine variable A is holding the number 5 and B is holding 10. After we do a swap, A is going to be 10 and B will be 5. That's the whole goal. First, let's look at the classic method, which uses a temporary variable. You'll see this approach in pretty much any programming language. We'll start by creating a variable named A and storing the value 5 in it. Next, we create a second variable, B, and we store the value 10. Now here's the important part. We create a third variable called temp to temporarily hold the value of A. Think of it as a temporary parking spot. Now that the original value of A is safely stored, we can assign the value of B over to A. And for the final step, we assign the value we saved in temp to the variable B, which completes the swap. We then print the new value of A to the screen, and we print the new value of B to confirm they've been swapped. All right, now let's move on to a much cleaner way to do this, the Pythonic way. As before, we'll start with our variable A containing the value 5, and our variable B will contain the value 10. And here it is. This is where Python's elegance really comes through. This single line, A, B equals B, A, does the entire swap in one go. Python handles all the background work for us, without needing that extra temp variable. We'll print the value of A just to confirm the swap worked, and then we'll print the value of B, showing that it was a perfect swap. So you might be wondering, why is this one-liner considered the better way? Well, for starters, it's just incredibly clean and easy to read. It's also fast and really efficient. And most importantly, this is the standard way you'll see Python developers do it. It's just part of the language's philosophy. Okay, let's try a more interactive example, this time getting the numbers from a user. This line asks the user to enter first number and then stores their input as an integer inside the variable A. And then this line does the same thing for the second number, storing it in variable B. Next, we use our simple one-line Pythonic swap to exchange the two numbers that the user just gave us. We'll then print the text after swapping just to make the output clear. And finally, we print the new value of A and then the new value of B, showing the user that their numbers have been successfully exchanged. So we've seen a couple of different ways to get the same result. And that brings up a really good question. Which method is actually the best one to use in your own code? Well, this table breaks it down pretty clearly. The temporary variable method, it's great for learning the logic, but for day-to-day coding, the Python tuple swap is the gold standard. It's the best and most Pythonic way. You'll want to avoid those other mathematical methods as they can be risky and cause problems with certain numbers. So if you only take one thing away from this, let it be this. When you need to swap two variables in Python, you should always use this simple, powerful one-line command. And that's a wrap on swapping variables. You know, the secret behind this elegant one-liner is a feature called tuple unpacking. It's a great example of how Python really cares about simplicity, which leaves us with a final thought. What other clever tricks can you pull off with this powerful feature?